Most people imagine gladiators as mindless brutes who fought to the death in savage spectacles. This is far from the truth. Gladiatorial combat was a complex and nuanced affair, steeped in tradition and ritual. Gladiators were often skilled warriors who trained for years to master their craft. They were not simply mindless killing machines, but individuals with their own stories, motivations, and desires. Their lives were harsh and often short, but they were also capable of achieving fame, fortune, and even freedom. This essay will delve into the fascinating world of Roman gladiators, separating fact from fiction and exploring the surprising truths behind these legendary warriors. From their rigorous training regimens to their complex social standing, we will uncover the untold secrets of gladiators and their enduring impact on history and popular culture. The world of gladiators is shrouded in myth and misconception. One of the most common misconceptions is that all gladiators were slaves. While many were slaves who had been sold into the profession, others were free citizens who chose to fight for money, fame, or the thrill of combat. Another misconception is that gladiatorial combat was always a fight to the death. While death was certainly a possibility, most fights ended with one gladiator yielding to the other. The Romans valued skill and bravery in the arena, and a skilled gladiator could survive many bouts and become a celebrated hero. The life of a gladiator was not just about fighting. Gladiators followed strict training regimens, adhered to a code of conduct, and had their own social hierarchies within the gladiatorial schools. The life of a gladiator was one of extremes. They lived in a world of regimented training, strict discipline, and the ever-present threat of death. However, they also had access to fame, fortune, and the adulation of the crowds. Gladiators typically lived in barracks known as ludi, where they trained and lived together under the watchful eye of their trainers, the lanisti. Their days were consumed by rigorous physical training, weapons practice, and tactical drills. They followed a strict diet designed to build strength and endurance, and their lives were governed by a strict code of discipline. Despite the hardships, gladiators could achieve a level of fame and fortune rarely afforded to those from humble beginnings. Successful gladiators were superstars of their day, celebrated by the masses and showered with gifts and attention. Some even earned their freedom, retiring from the arena to live out their days in relative comfort. Section 4. Training regimens forging champions of the arena. Gladiatorial training was a grueling and comprehensive process designed to transform ordinary men into highly skilled killing machines. The training was overseen by the lanista, who was responsible for the gladiators' physical and tactical development. The day began before dawn with physical conditioning. Gladiators would run, jump, lift weights, and practice unarmed combat to build strength and endurance. This was followed by weapons training, where they would hone their skills with swords, shields, spears, and other gladiatorial weaponry. The training was not just about physical prowess. Gladiators also received instruction in tactics, strategy, and the art of performance. They learned how to read their opponents, exploit weaknesses, and put on a show for the crowd. The best gladiators were not just skilled fighters, but also cunning tacticians and charismatic performers. Section 5. From Outcasts to Idols. Navigating the social ladder. The social status of gladiators in Roman society was complex and often contradictory. On the one hand, they were seen as outcasts, associated with violence, death, and the fringes of society. On the other hand, they were admired for their courage, skill, and the entertainment they provided. Gladiators occupied a peculiar space in Roman society. They were both revered and reviled, celebrated and shunned. Their lives were a testament to the Roman fascination with spectacle and violence, but also to the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. Despite their popularity, gladiators were often denied basic rights and freedoms. They were considered property of their owners and could be bought, sold, and disposed of at will. However, successful gladiators could transcend their social standing, earning the admiration of the masses and even the respect of their social superiors.
Section 6. Echoes in Eternity, the enduring legacy of gladiatorial spectacle. The legacy of gladiators continues to fascinate and intrigue us centuries after the fall of the Roman Empire. Their story is a potent reminder of the power of spectacle, the allure of violence, and the enduring human fascination with life and death. From Hollywood blockbusters to historical novels and video games, gladiators continue to capture the imagination. Their image has become synonymous with courage, strength, and the will to survive against all odds. Their story, however, is also a cautionary tale about the dangers of exploitation, the dehumanizing effects of violence, and the importance of human dignity. The gladiators left behind more than just stories and legends. They also left behind a wealth of archaeological evidence, including weapons, armor, and the ruins of the arenas where they fought. These artifacts provide valuable insights into their lives, training, and the brutal realities of their profession. Section 7, Conclusion: Gladiators, Fact versus Fiction. The world of gladiators was far more complex and nuanced than popular culture often portrays. They were not simply mindless brutes, but skilled warriors, cunning tacticians, and, in many cases, reluctant heroes. Their lives were a strange mix of brutality and glamour, hardship and adulation. The gladiator's story is a reminder that history is often more complicated than we think. It is a story of human resilience, the pursuit of glory, and the enduring power of spectacle. But it is also a story of exploitation, violence, and the human cost of entertainment. By separating fact from fiction, we can gain a deeper understanding of these legendary warriors and their enduring legacy.